want to come and attack your fucking children on here and see how funny you would think it would be. But it's okay, because my daughter is more than capable of taking care of herself, because I did raise a strong, independent woman.
Okay, so I see what you're saying there, where
Right.
I see what you're saying there, where
Right.
it's out of context, right? But
Right.
however, at the same time, you still said it.
No,
Saying
no,
it
girl. Hold on. She was saying it because she was trying to say, I would love to see how you acted if someone came on here, and you acted if someone came on here and behaved the way you're behaving about your child. Because,
Well,
like, Desi, you have kids, right, honey? Actually, you don't have to ask me that. So, let's say that somebody was going around saying that you and your 25-year-old daughter were having sexual relations with a man in a fucking van and tempting them, is what she said. So, is what that was. I would love to see how you would react if somebody attacked your children. What I said was, I worded it wrong, but that's what I meant. And I'm not out. Have you ever heard me say anything about anybody's kids? Ever?
I don't even know you like that.
Exactly. So you would have heard if I would have. I've been loose, on again, off again, friend for like over a year now.
I thought nobody was supposed to be talking about this.
Friend, and I just wanted to say that because that's how I know you live. I know you from there. But I'm not speaking on them. I'm speaking on them.
Y'all were speaking about this.
Hey now, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just sitting here listening. These fine examples of human beings do some damage control. So,
okay, so Des,
how are you doing?
I apologize if I came at you hot. I'm just extremely elevated. The last 3 days has been nonstop. And yeah, I'm not gonna apologize to Voices because she can say that me and my daughter are having sex with the fucking Florida man in a van is fucking weird to me. But
and again,
okay. You don't
I didn't say it.
Even, right?
I asked a question. Talk about taking things out of context. Not only did I post the lives between me and Joyce when she threatened my children or how she wished harm on them, and then her being inquisitive whether or not I had minor children in my home.
I just wanted you to know that I would never talk about children in any way like that.
Now, how did I take it out of context by posting the whole live?
I would never threaten. No, who is?
But yet, they won't play the clip where I asked the question and all the context going on around that, what was going on. They was in Smash's Live when Mallory was putting up the white van, and everyone in those comments was attacking me, including Joyce. And that's what caught my attention and why I asked the question I did. You know, there's a little bit of correlation going on there. You know, Mallory putting up a white van. Joyce has got a white van in her backyard that she joked about. Now, all of this is stemming from her joke that she made about who's sleeping in that van in her backyard. So,
thank you for playing it for her. Even though it was probably a waste of time.
Well, they can pick and choose all they want. The truth is there in the lives, in Smash's Live. the reason why I asked that about Joyce, and in the lives that I had with Joyce, because she sent me a follow, liked a video, and favorited a video. Now, why is she coming to
They
me?
twist everything. They're fucking ancient twisters. Their whole fucking ancient twisted.
So it is not on me. I did not provoke her. I did not follow her. I did not make the joke about the van in her backyard and who was going to be sleeping there.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
I didn't make all the variations of that joke.
Honestly, I would not give those bitches any more attention by dignifying their. But anytime you talk about them,
Ooh.
you're giving them the indication. You're
That
giving
sounds
them
good.
the indication. Right?
I'll be full of barbecue for a while myself.
I just want people to be informed of what was really said. And you're right, it doesn't fucking matter. Right there is why I will never give them a receipt ever again.
What was really said,
I'm not touching.
she wished someone to attack my children. And what was said,
You're right, Mallory.
or she asked rather,
Nope, I'm not fucking sending them nothing. I was even gonna give her file.
was if I had minor children.
I'm giving you shit.
What does that got to do with
I'm giving
anything?
you shit. I did on her own.
What does me having minor children have to do with anything at all on this app, especially if I haven't put anything on this app? Why are they trying to figure that out?
I'm not giving them a goddamn thing anymore.
Why is Joyce trying to figure out, including Mallory, because after my live,
Want to engage with people, block them.
Mallory went live, and they spoke of whether or not I had minor children or not.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They just got me, my mind is blown. And then, when Joyce was over there in this 3-4 hour live of Queenie's, right? You know, they had a nice talk. She herself, Joyce, says she didn't feel attacked, and that she wasn't going, she was going to stop being in boxes so much. And what's the first thing she done after she left that live? What's the first thing she done? She rolled that window down and chucked everything she said out that window. And now, they both are trying to say that she never threatened my children or wished someone to attack my children. She would never do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's in with Mallory right now. It may have just ended. How they can say things and do things and then turn around and say, no, we didn't. No, I didn't. I never threatened her children. Hey, Justice. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Hey, Firecracker.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna start stalking men like David stalked all of us.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a rabbit hole. Literally, like, don't do it. It's a rabbit hole.
I don't know. TikTok's been messing up and like pausing or whatever.
Don't do it. It's a rabbit hole. Literally, like,
You're right. You're right. Fuck.
And Mallory is constantly telling Joyce what to do.
You're right. Fuck.
I've been there and done the way to contradict that.
Oh well.
And of course, we got Tattletales.
It is what it is. Is it lagging for everybody or nobody? The voices is in here screaming, of course.
Don't give her attention.
But I want
Don't give her attention.
But I want to give her attention.
Literally, move on.
Oh. There's Johnny, right? That movie was.
No, they just ended. They said, "Here's Johnny," and then decided to end.
That's fine.
Excuse me.
Everybody with the
But,
stuff is getting in my head, bro.
Why did you do that? You think you're gonna get another one? You're not.
Everybody.
I would like to reiterate here. Ever since Joyce said that about my children, she wished someone to attack my children. She claims she said it because of a joke she made and me asking a question about it. But she wants to change the context of all of that. Like, I'm just constantly going around talking about it when I only asked that one time. She keeps bringing it up. They keep bringing up the white van, Mallory's memes and such. But they failed to play that clip where I asked it because they want to push that I'm going around saying it versus asking the question. Now that's changing context. And not only that, they don't want to show what was going on at the time, which they was all in Smashes Live with those white van memes and the candy and all the commenters in Smashes chat. And Joyce was one of those commenters that was coming after me. Okay, so yes, she caught my attention. She's Mallory's mind. So yes, she was saying things, and that's, well, didn't she, is the, that's when I asked my question. I can't help all the variations and the spins on that joke. She made that joke. I never made that joke. But she's putting the blame on me, right? Because she made that joke. Now she's calling herself a victim. My victim. A supposed victim that says she wished someone attacked my children. This victim queried about whether or not I had minor children. And then, after she left my live, went live with Mallory and discussed whether or not I had minor children. So, what are their plans to do to me if I have minor children? What are their plans? Do they plan to lie, call CPS with this voices person on this here internet that's showing my words and my actions is harming Minor children, is that what you plan on doing, Joyce? Is that what you plan on doing, Mallory? Are you going to have somebody, let's say, like Florida Man or Mittens, do your dirty work and say, oh, well, I didn't do that, right? Is that what's going on here? Is that why you want to know whether or not I have minor children? So I will make it plain for you, because it's apparent that you still have no idea, and you think that I do. But no, I do not have minor children. So if that helps you make any decisions from here forth, then go right on ahead. So, but that just goes to show how disgusting human beings that you are, as to try to hurt someone through their children. Right? Yeah, they won't play the clip where I asked the question. Right? That they're pushing the narrative that I'm going around this here internet talking, talking and saying. But I asked one time while Smash's Live was going on and them attacking me about the white van and the candy, including Joyce. So, forgive me for making the connection there with the white van, because Joyce joked about a white van in her backyard and who would be sleeping in it. Do I need to say it again, Joyce? Do I need to say it again? Who made that joke? Did I? Do I keep going around talking about it? No, I do not. But you do, because you're in constant defense, because you're the one that made it. You're the one that made a joke. I can't help people ran with that. So I asked a question for clarification. What kind of mother would make a joke like that? I know I certainly wouldn't. I certainly would not. But the lives that I held with Joyce after she sent me a friend request is posted. They're both posted, because the first one I ended to make sure it was saved, because that's where she wished someone would attack my children. Right? All because she made a joke. She's the one that made the joke, is why she wished that on my children. And then in the second one, I believe that's where she was very curious whether or not I had minor children. So Joyce, once again, because I know you have short-term memory loss, me and you both, no, I do not. I want to make that clear. And even if I did, what are your plans? There's something wrong with you. More than short term. And you making that wisecrack about mental, MIDGETS. You know that word's offensive, right? To people with a medical condition. They don't want to be called that. They do not want to be called that. And then you're making the wisecrack of when you could have said, Joyce, stop being small-minded voices, right? Or is your vocabulary so small in your small mind You can't comprehend any other words than very offensive phrases, right? Because to me, that sounds like something you say often. It sounds like something you say often. I mean, me and you's about the same age, and I know we don't live in the same country, but surely you have heard that word is offensive as a description of people with small stature that is caused by a medical condition, by a genetic condition, right? They don't want to be called that. They do not want to be called that, Joyce. Just like I don't want to be called a liar in so many words by you going around saying constantly that I constantly say that about you and your daughter when I do not. Do not. I asked a question one time when what was going on, Joyce? What was going on? What was happening at that time? Right? And what? And why? Why did I even, after you sent me a friend request, why did I even go live, Joyce? I told you why. Do you remember? Can you remember that? Because I do. But I did have to go back and, rewatch it to refresh my memory. Because my memory's not as good either as it used to be. I started that live off. Said something to the extent. I thought that maybe Joyce might want to speak with one another as mother to mother because of the video she liked and the video she favorited. Because in that one particular video, someone's comments was all in that video that I showed of Florida Man supporters, right? And I thought, well, maybe, she would like for me to take that down. I have no problem with that. But no, that's not what you wanted to do. You wanted to berate me. You wanted to wish harm on my children. You wanted to spin a narrative of something that I didn't do. You wanted to spin a narrative like I just said that out of the blue. When in reality, Joyce, do you know what that means, reality? What was going on in Smash's Live when I asked that question? Who was in them comments, Joyce, also attacking me about the white van and candy? Is reality a little too much for you? Is that why you're spinning the narrative and that's why you got Mallory helping you? Telling you to hush? Huh? Is that why Mallory told you to not even come over to my live? That I would just present a circle jerk? Aren't those your words? Your and Mallory's words? That's all I do, right? I just go in circles until I get the answer I want. The answer I want is the truth. The truth of what was going on. The truth of what I asked, because I didn't say it. I asked a question for the fact you're the one that made the joke, Joyce. I asked a question about the joke that you made. I was trying very hard to just step back and let you say whatever you want to say But you know what liars do the best? And something that they have to do, habitual liars, they have to keep lying. They have to keep pushing those false narratives because they started out with a lie, or they started out with something so heinous that they have to lie to try to cover it up. So they have to keep on with those lies. And the more you keep lying, Joyce, the more you keep lying, Mallory, not only do you yourselves start believing in it, but other people start believing in it because it's said so much. You drive it into the ground and you don't care who is caught in the aftermath. You want to joke around with dark sarcasm, because that is right on the line of being a joke versus not being a joke. It's a very thin line. We all know, we're all grown up enough to know what a white van represents, even though it's used in comedy. But let me tell you something, a little fact. People who has children that they love that have been abused and that are missing, and children that are still going through it right this second, don't find that funny. Don't find it funny. The survivors do not find that kind of comedy, quote unquote, funny. I guess you don't have to be, or I guess that you may not know anyone that's been abused or missing, or or people who love abused and missing children. You may not know anyone like that, right? So therefore, you might think it's funny. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, Joyce. I don't understand it, Mallory. How can someone claiming essay, joke about something like that if they were so traumatized over it, Mallory? Because I'm very freaking traumatized from my own childhood. And even in my adulthood, I don't joke about things like that. No matter how much I hate a person, and I can count them on one hand, I would never do that. Because I know how it feels. But apparently, in my opinion, you do not. You do not know how it feels. And I'm not trying to take away what happened to you, Mallory. I can understand that you may have been traumatized over whatever happened to you. But as far as you going around saying no, I'm not mocking anybody. Not mocking anyone's abuse. Right? But we know what that white van stands for as adults, right? You even put up there, stranger danger. That's something we teach our children, Mallory. We teach our children that, and you're making a mockery of it. But this is coming from somebody that has been abused in their past, right? Someone that held a public standing in defense of DV victims, right? In DV, that is a wide range of things that happens in DV. Mallory, you know that. It's not just DV. There's many things that happen under that umbrella. And as far as you letting your mod go around saying, I wish someone would attack your children because I made a joke and they asked a question. I don't understand it. Coming from a grown woman that's worked in DV, worked with victims and survivors, that claims she stands what's the truth is and what is right, then her mod supposedly supports all of that and then turns right around, makes a joke, and then attacks me for it, for asking a question because of what she was saying in the comments when Mallory was coming at me with those white van memes. I don't understand. And I never will understand. Because my mind doesn't work like that. And if there is such a thing as an empath, because there is really nothing in the Webster's dictionary on that. There really isn't a definition for the word empath. Now there's one for empathy. But there's not one for empath. It's a made-up word that people like to go around saying, Mallory, you're one of the biggest empaths, right? And I did a little research on it. And yes, as a human being, a so-called empath has hate and everything else, you know, like a regular human being does. But an empath is so in tune with other people's emotions and what they're going through. How could you joke about a white van after working in DV, right? Is that what that is? Is that what an empath is? Is that what an empath does? Right? Well, I hope not. When they make it officially a word in the dictionary with an official definition, since you're one of the biggest, and I'm going to emphasize the word biggest, and you take that any way you want, but maybe they'll put your picture up there as an example, because that's what you did to me. You made an example out of me so people would be scared as to not stand up to you or any of you. I have always called you a bully, and you are definitely proving it now. Well, you just go ahead and you keep making an example out of me as to the things that you can do to me and think you're getting away with it, but you're not. You're lying to yourself. And now you got little sweet Joyce with the rose-colored glasses on mixed up in all of it. All of this newfound confidence, since you're under Florida Man's wing now, what is that saying? A rue the day that comes crashing down or something like that. But it's going to be like that poor little old squeaky chair. One day, it's just going to give up. that confidence that you think you have is false. It's false. You took confidence from a situation and from people that you think that stand for what's right and wrong in this world. And if you truly believe that, you're in trouble. I think you've always been in trouble. But this just like I like to do, I'm going to circle back around to where I've always thought you were a bully, and that's why I started covering you. You've said yourself, you cannot expect to get on this here internet and do awareness and do things, you know, even things, you know, not awareness, and not expect someone to have an opinion. It's more than likely going to be against. Right? So where's the problem of me using my freedom of speech? Because I don't lie, Mallory. I don't. I've never lied on you. So I want you to show me those lies. And if you say that one where I said that you called the police on yourself, I've already held myself accountable on that, and I worded it wrong, girl. All I had to do was change one word to rectify that post. And I still have it. It's still posted under the date it happened. And I also have the clip where you went on and on and on. I think you even held a vote that night. Whether or not that's what I meant. Because that's not what I meant. And it's not going to matter what I say and what I know, because that's what you want to run with. You don't want to accept the fact I held myself accountable, redone the post, put it back up, and apologize to you. You don't want to accept the fact 2 or 3 times behind the scenes, like you claim that I do these things against you, that I do behind the scenes. I've never done no such things against you behind the scenes. But I have stopped Mittens, stopped OG, and I stopped Mallory's accountability from smearing your name, lying on you. I did that, but you don't want to acknowledge that. You want to spin the narrative. I do things behind the scenes that's against you and that's shady. But I don't. So, along with your newfound confidence and your newfound friends, Mittens, and by association, you know, OG, I'm just wondering when Mallory's accountability is going to pop up and be there to have your back, right? All in the name of hate, of the people that you hate. Simple as that. You took the lesser of 2 evils in your mind. You had to choose a side, and that's the side you chose. And that's the side you use to put forward your hate without holding yourself accountable. Florida Man can make all the videos he wants, and that's all the attention he's going to get from me. He knows he threatens children, and now, now that's on you, Joyce. Now you threaten children. And now that's on you, Mallory, that you support Joyce for threatening children. Because you two seem to think I have minor children. How shameful. How shameful. Because when you said that, Joyce, when you said you wish someone to attack my children, you was thinking, or you was wondering, that I had if I had minor children. You didn't know. But apparently you was hoping. See how narratives can be spun? Insinuated. So yeah, I'm insinuating that. So, I'm not accusing, because it's all in those lives, Joyce. Anyone who listens to those lives and hears your words can put that together. It's simple. All you got to do is listen. You're the one that said it, just like you're the one that told that joke. And yes, I asked a question. For the fact, a white van was in common in both of those situations, in your joke and in Mallory's memes. Just think it's really gross. A bunch of grown people are worried whether or not that I have minor children, and anyone's children. You're in a group that wants children's info, addresses, photos, that loves to dox, and that loves to do prank calls, that loves to fake receipts, all of these things. And that's just the things that we know about. The things that has come out of their mouths. Things that has been proven. And y'all want to talk about nitpicking? That's what you have to do. To try to do a little bit of damage control of all the things that you do. But I'm tired of Joyce running around saying or insinuating that I'm constantly talking about that when all I did was ask that one time. That's the way she come at me after she sent me a friend request. Okay? I didn't send her a request. I didn't like none of her videos. She did that. She wanted my attention. Like Smashley likes to say, poke the bear. And then, after she said I would love for someone to come and attack your children on the internet, then she'll say I didn't say that. I would never threaten children. Right? I cannot comprehend. Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I cannot comprehend that way of thinking. If I'd have said something like that, if I said, that I wish someone would attack someone's child on here, I would know what I was doing. Just like I know Joyce knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she said. She knows this. Now she's backpedaling, backtracking, crawfishing, however you would like to describe it, because she knows what she said, what she has done. She put it out there for something real to happen, not something make-believe, not something imagined. The word attack is a very strong word that can mean, any number of things. especially later on in the conversation, being very inquisitive whether or not I had minor children. So, and I hope everyone, or I hope people who see those lives and hear her words steers clear away from those people. If I've helped one person to realize how dangerous people can be on the internet, then I've done my job this whole time. From the first post I posted on Mallory being a bully. She's always been a bully. She's just had to hide it up until now, and now she thinks she doesn't have to hide it anymore, and it's showing. Her and Joyce both. Joyce isn't any better. So they both need to keep those rose-colored glasses on, keep lying to themselves, and hopefully the people around them will believe those lies. Because I never have. Well, I'll take that back. The little lies here and there, the bullying, the spinning narratives to save her own butt. You know, all the things that they accuse other people of doing. That's what she does. But I'm going to get off here. Joyce just pissed me off. And I came on to set her straight. I want Joyce to play the clip because I have the clip of me asking the question. I have it. I can play it to show was going on at that time I asked it. Joyce, Mallory. And I would like for Joyce and Mallory to show the proof of where I was just constantly going around talking about it. Show that proof. So those are the two things I would like for them to do since I spun a narrative, since I just out of the blue wanted to attack Joyce and just kept on talking about it like they're saying. Prove it. It's easy. Because I can prove that I asked that one time. I can't prove something that I've never done, but if I've supposedly done it, surely it would be easy for them to prove since they claim that I just constantly done it, so there should be some sort of proof besides me asking that one time. But I can prove I asked that one time. And the context of the situation. And prove that Joyce was in those comments saying things, coming at me. I can prove that Mallory was making those memes of a white van. And I can prove Joyce's joke and Mallory's memes both involved a white van. I'm not going to say the third thing, because there's a third white van. So in total, there's 3 white vans involved here. So I guess Mallory, since there's 2 real life vans involved with their group, she had to go around and make a meme insinuating I'm something You know, that is one of the worst things you could be on this earth. And draw the attention off of their white vans, right? Right, Mallory? Is that what you was trying to do? You imagined up this meme that you could do to put a white van on me. To try to throw off the attention of the two white vans involved with your group. Right? Yeah, I'm going to group you together. So there's that. I'm going to get off here. Everyone stay safe. Don't be clicking any links. And I don't know if I'll be on. Like I said, I'm trying to stay off of here as much as possible. But I would like for them to, I can like in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up the fastest. Because I know they're not going to show the clip of me asking that question and show what was going on at the time I asked. I know that. So, because they haven't done it yet. They have not done it yet. I've been waiting. So I might post where I asked. But since Joy's wanting to threaten me with a lawyer about a joke she made, well, I think it would be best for them to show the clip. But I bet they won't. But I have the clip. Anyway, good night, and like I said, no link clicking. LinkedIn, even LinkedIn links. Do not click on. And just be safe. Get your VPN, and I'll be around.